Most neurotypical children develop the capacity for joint attention, shared attention between an object and another individual, as early as 8 months. Blowing bubbles can help with the development joint attention, a skill autistic children often struggle with. Bubbles can be a fun, naturally motivating, and engaging activity to utilize in therapy sessions. They can be used for children of all ages and at almost all language levels. Bubbles are particularly effective with students with autism. Bubbles are a no-prep activity most children enjoy. They can be used to motivate children who may be reluctant to walk back to a therapy room for a session or to simply establish rapport. They are also a great reward incentive after completion of an activity. Many children with autism or other communication disorders benefit from using a picture schedule for children following a picture schedule. Bubbles can easily be displayed on a picture icon and integrated into the schedule. As a reward or a break, bubbles easily engage children of all ages to address and target a variety of language objectives. At a basic level, you can practice requesting. This provides a natural opportunity for communication temptation so the child can request the desired item bubbles in his/her own way, i.e. visually, through pointing, reaching, or by vocalizing, verbalizing, through blowing bubbles. You can also teach following directions, i.e. hold the wand, blow a bubble, pop the bubble. Sequencing skills may also be addressed through guiding the child in following the steps of blowing a bubble and having him/her restate the steps involved. You can also work on spatial concepts while directing the child to blow or pop bubbles in various areas, under the table, on top of the table, beside the chair, etc. In addition, bubbles provide opportunities to build receptive and expressive vocabulary through labeling a variety of nouns, i.e. want, bubble, verbs, blow, fall, float, pop, and adjectives, attributes big, small, fast, slow, to further engage children. You can name the objects bubbles land on around the room, space you are working in, i.e. table, floor, etc. This activity is also a wonderful way to work on increasing mean length of utterance MLU through expanding upon the child's utterances. If a child says blow, you could expand this utterance to blow bubbles, blow the bubbles, or blow more bubbles through bubble play. There are endless opportunities embedded to work on articulation, especially early developing speech sounds such as bilabials tem, pb. The per meter bilabial can be practiced through modeling and requesting more and my turn. The bilabial e-peach can be modeled in practice through saying pop. The bilabial per b can be modeled and practiced through labeling bubbles or requesting more bubbles. Social skills are an important foundation for building communication skills, although all children need practice with social communication. Those with autism have increased difficulty with these skills. Bubbles offer an activity that's naturally motivating to model and work on these skills. It's a great way to work on joint attention through a shared activity. You can work on turn-taking skills by guiding the child to take turns blowing bubbles with you. This also provides an opportunity to work on reciprocal communication. Blowing and watching bubbles are great fun for toddlers and may not seem like anything more. But actually, this entertaining activity has many important roles in cognitive, language, and physical development for toddlers. Really engage toddlers in blowing bubbles from simple wands and watching other blow bubbles. Researchers found a clear link between a toddler's ability to control their breathing and carry out complex mouth movements with the ability to develop language skills. And that bubble blowing is an activity that speeds this development. Bubbles can be a communicative temptation, something that allows a child to think, act, or react naturally to the situation. Communication temptations can motivate a child with autism to initiate communication, talk, or increase his utterance length. For example, you can open a container of bubbles, blow some for the child, and then close the container tightly. The child wanting more bubbles will need to communicate with the adult to get them. This could be in the form of a gesture, sign, sound, word, or word combination, i.e. pointing to the bubbles, signing more, saying ba. bubbles or more bubbles, what's important is that the adult shows the child. Their communicative attempt was effective. If your child tries to communicate after you provide the temptation, respond by giving him what he asked for, in this case. More bubbles. Here are a few other ways to use bubbles as a communicative. Temptation. An adult can hold the wand near the lips ready to blow and then look expectantly at the child. When the child communicates, say, "Mommy, Daddy, blow bubbles." A good rule of thumb is to use one more word in your phrase. Then your child uses, for example, if your child is preverbal and gestures, use a single word blow. If your child uses single words to communicate and says blow, you can say blow bubbles. This way you are modeling what is one step ahead for your child. Another way to use bubbles as a communicative temptation is to hide the wand. Then you can't blow bubbles and you'll need to look for the wand. You can go on a hunt. Where is the wand? Is the wand under the chair? Is the wand on the table? The important thing is to keep it fun. Make silly mistakes like trying to blow the bubbles with the lid on. So your child has to communicate. Hopefully, you'll both end up laughing and having fun.